Hello, and thank you for joining us. Today we will do a brief 15-minute guided meditation. And so I invite you to really welcome yourself here and to treat this as a chance to put down whatever it is you are carrying in your heart, in your mind, and really join us in this practice together, in this place of refuge, to just be in this moment. To begin, you may find that it helps to first settle into a position, either seated or lying down, that is both comfortable and dignified. Settling into your chair or your cushion, allowing your back to be straight and upright, allowing your shoulders to gently slope downward, your elbows, your hands to just rest. Finding the seat beneath you and feeling your legs and your feet and your buttocks firmly planted here in this space. And just as we settle the body, so too do we begin by settling the mind. Allowing yourself to notice whatever it is you bring here with you today. Any thoughts, emotions, planning or preparing, reminiscing, all these many things that the mind is trained to do and that we do very naturally every day. Seeing if right now you can allow yourself a different track of mind. To slowly let these things go, just like clouds floating through the sky. You may notice them. You may acknowledge them. But instead of following them or clinging onto them, just letting them go. Taking refuge in this moment and finding an anchor to keep you here. For many, this anchor could be the breath, because as long as we are alive, we are breathing. Tuning into the body, you can notice wherever the breath is strongest for you. For some, this may be at the nostrils. For others, it's in the rising and the falling of the chest. And for others, it's at the base of the stomach as it expands and contracts with the flow of your breathing. And as you take note of the breath, be this your first time meditating or your 1,000th time meditating, noticing it for how it is today in this moment, bringing a sense of childlike curiosity to your breath, and just noticing what it's doing today. Right here, right now, this is not something you have to try and change or control. You don't have to force your breathing to be slower or smoother or deeper. All you have to do is notice how it is today. You may notice the temperature of the air as it enters your nostrils. You may notice that you can breathe through one nostril more clearly than the other. You may notice that your breathing is shallow, or maybe it's very deep. Again, either way, just noticing the qualities that are here to notice today. And as you practice, you may find that thoughts come up. This is a very normal thing to happen, and the point of meditation is not to shut down all thinking, because thinking is what the brain does. Instead, what we can do is simply notice when a thought comes up and see how you treat it. When a thought comes up, can you be non-judgmental? Instead of listening to it or believing everything it says, like maybe this practice is a waste of time, or why am I here, or I should be doing this or that. Instead of feeding into these thoughts, simply noticing them may even help to just label it thought, rather than digging into these storylines that can be very complex. Instead, just noticing the thought as it arises, just as you would notice the breath. And then when you can, gently disengaging or separating from it, letting it go, and drawing that attention, guiding it back to the breath or any other anchor you're using in this moment. If the breath is not vivid enough for you, or the breath is maybe uncomfortable, you could find an anchor in noises, in silence, hearing the sounds around you and the spaces between them. Or maybe tapping into physical sensations of being seated, noticing your full body in this space, realizing that you're here, not letting yourself be dragged off somewhere else. Really seeing how you are right here, just one moment at a time. When you find yourself pulling away from this moment, this precious moment, which is all we really have, gently guide yourself back, just like a shepherd might guide his or her sheep back. Bringing yourself back to this moment. Really seeing, feeling into all that is true right here and right now. Knowing that this is the only moment truly guaranteed. So can we really engage in this practice with a firm but compassionate intent to really be here, allowing ourselves this practice of being here in this moment, so that maybe we can be more awake for our lives every day. Practicing right here with this breath, one breath at a time. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Before we close this meditation practice for the day, I invite you to check in again with the physical landscape, noticing if there are any places in your body that you may have tensed up or maybe unconsciously holding tension or tightness or carrying a weight. And seeing if you can just gently breathe into that space. Maybe it's the forehead or the eyelids. Maybe it's the jaw, the shoulders, the lower back. Wherever it is for you, gently breathing in and filling that area with cultivating a quality of light, a quality of gentle attention. And seeing if as you breathe out, you can just let go of any tension you may have been holding. Breathing in awareness and breathing out, allowing a softening of your body. Thank you for joining us in this practice today. May you go forth with your day with the same attentiveness and gentleness with yourself and with others. Our practice has only begun here.